Welcome to Rongai, a town vastly growing and full of beehive activity. To the north of Kajiado, it is one of the fastest growing towns in Kajiado counties. Apart from its beautiful, peaceful people and mapped out by several rivers, it is dawned with a thorn in the flesh that thus far has proved to be a menace to the residents of Rongai. Garbage. From the busy open streets to the back streets, one can fail to notice the heaps of garbage and some sort of efforts being made to clean the town. From the ironical bold writings of "Do not litter here" and a garbage bin bit next to the signage leaves me wondering, is one man's trash another man's treasure? We sought out for a local businessman to help us answer this question.
I'm Nickson llashi. Here in Rongai, I operate some stalls here. Yeah, that's what I do. I cannot say much about the government, but here at my workplace, it's a big issue with the waste disposal. Because you see, I don't know who to blame, but it's been all over this place. We try to push it away. They come at night with the mkokotenis, guys carrying garbage, you see. They litter it all over the place. We don't have anybody to talk to, but what do? We are on the road. This is not so private. Everybody passes here. So we don't know who to talk to. You see? Yeah, some guys have been coming here all over. We think it's somebody's business or what. They come, they take photos of this garbage, they talk about it, but nothing's done. It's just there. So we don't know, where do you take these photos after taking them, or the videos? Where do you take them? Because we have been silent. We see people taking camera videos. We think they are being taken to irrelevant authorities for somebody to take care about it. But it's just like that. The problem is those guys who bring the garbage. Even if the tank is there, they don't put the garbage in the tank. They pour it on the floor, on the ground. You find the tank is empty. All over the place, it's been littered.
So we had a bit of a fight to get the man to talk to us, but the key question was, where is the garbage coming from? It is said, if you want to know what to stock in your kiosk or shop, go to the garbage area. And so we did. Government litter bins. At least here the bins were filled and spilled into the ground. But why place them here, next to the busy road? But why not? The biggest open air market is in the wrong place, encroaching the busy Magadi road that even the pedestrians are brushing shoulders with motorists. With traces of cleaning and order coming into play, we looked for the relevant parties involved and found out a Sacco called Usiku Sacco. Mr. Kamau was the group's chairman.
Okay, kwa majina naitwa Joseph Kamau Sipoi. Mimi ni mkaaji wa Kiserian, lakini nafanyia biashara hapa Rongai, hapa soko mjinga. Na tena nina kundi la watu ambao nawakilisha, ambao wanauza vegetables, sukuma, au ndio nawakilisha katika hii soko. Ama watu wa M.A.R.L. Okay, kusema ukweli kwa sasa tumewasiliana vizuri na county government juu imetusaidia na dustbins, mapipa ambayo tunakusanya takataka kila siku tukiweka. Then kuna gari ambazo zinakuja zinachukua. Kwa hivyo upande wa takataka tumejaribu ku-maintain usafi kidogo, hata kama bado hazitoshi, wangetuongezea tungefurahia. Apili yangu to government, county government na national government, wangepata kutafuta nafasi ya watu locate. Sisi kama soko juu hapa hakuna soko, mara tunasikia ni barabara, mara hakuna soko na watu ni wengi, hakuna nafasi. Sasa kama wangepata nafasi wanunue kama shamba hivi tuloketue pale ndani, ingekuwa ni vizuri, kwa sababu watu wako willing kufanya kazi, lakini nayo nafasi hakuna na tutoshei hapa ndani, sisi ni wengi.
From the town's poor infrastructure and fast development, we sought out to look for an expert in the town who would help us understand better about waste management and garbage disposal as a thorn in the flesh to the residents of Rongai.
I'm Anthony Murithi Wanjohi, and mainly, maybe to describe myself with what I do, I'm involved in areas of projects and research, but specifically as an expert, I'm referred to as M.A.R.L specialist. M.A.R.L specialist is monitoring, evaluation, research and learning specialist or expert. And therefore, in the last decade or so, I've been involved actively in the field of research and project planning and management. Personally, I've been quite involved in the areas of environment and issues related to ecology. As a student of ecology, by virtue of my studies, I specialize in the field of environmental management and conservation in the University of Madras. There is what continues to touch me to the core, deep within, when I look at the paradox of what we have, especially in this town. Looking at this town, and based on its population and growth that I've seen in the last 10 years or so, there should be much more that has been done, especially in management of affluents, management of solid waste. You look, Rongai is not a plant township. It is a town that grew and planned. Till now, though there have been various interventions that government after government says that they are going to put certain interventions, including support from even World Bank. If you read articles, even Kajiado County, that there's some money released for environment by World Bank, among various other players, it will be of interest, and one would wonder, where does this money go to, or where do you go wrong, because nothing much that you see on the ground. What I can say about what we've been able to do in the past is so little, and you wonder who leads us, who makes decision on our behalf on question of environmental health, on question of how we should live, on question of the environment that we should live in, and bearing in mind the effects that environment has not only on the larger population but also on earth. And therefore there are very little that has been done, if I may say, and it's only temporal. Is not of permanent nature, very temporal. Like for instance, digging of the these channels, that these water, and you see, for instance, this by the sides of the road, you see some people collecting some taka, this solid waste. But then, ironically, it is only piled on the sides of the road, and when it rains or through human activities, again it is plowed back to the drainage systems. Then you wonder, hii ni kazi ya kukoroga matope. Are we doing kiddish kind of we are doing like what children do, yeah, on off, and that kind of interventions? That is what you see. Otherwise we do not have permanent solutions to the question of solid waste and how it is. We do not have, being a lead expert also in the areas of sustainable solutions, what we do in the areas of environment is not sustainable, or what we have done in the past is not sustainable. Therefore, we need sustainable solutions, and that is why in my studies that I'm taking deeper studies in the areas of solid waste, sustainability on the question of solid waste should be able to involve new models that are drawn that can sustain and that are borrowed from the best practices in management, sustainable management of solid waste. And that is another paper that I'm currently doing and involved in my high studies, and I'm about to publish the paper that I want to model the best practices or the sustainable solutions to solid waste management with reference to Kajiado County, townships in Kajiado County.
Symptoms is what I will describe to the solutions that the residents, county government, and business people are trying to cure. So we had to look for the root cause of the symptoms by probably asking someone who was born and raised in Rongai.
My name is Cherotich Nyambura, and I'm an entrepreneur, a single business owner for branding and customized items. My views towards the garbage disposal. I could say the garbage disposal methods are really pathetic and poor, because if you look at the market, the current situation at the market, it's not all that. It's not a place where you'd like to go visit and buy your groceries from, because the method of disposal is a bit bad, poor, could say. So when you visit the place, you meet some stenches, you really just don't like going there. Well, I could say over 20 years, because I was born here. We moved out, came back in 2006, all the way from 2006 to 2018. So I could say 12 years. Yes, 12 years. In Kiswahili, they say kidole kimoja kivunji chawa. So the government cannot work alone to ensure that the drainage systems around here are perfect. It needs help from NGOs, from churches, from even us as individuals. Because once we set up these systems for drainage collection, drainage, whatever, and us individuals do not take it up upon ourselves to follow them, to adhere to the rules, we still end up with the same problems.
In-depth discovery showed us that there was a zeal to make the town better and beautiful, but lacked a definite, defined structure, and so we looked for a corporate point of view.
My name is Linda Cherotich. I'm an entrepreneur in Rongai. I'm not new to this place. I've been here for quite some time. I went to school at Catholic University, so I've been living here for the better part of my life. So like 11 years now in Rongai. First and foremost, the county government, they need to involve the residents. They need to sensitize, like in schools, in churches. The people doing business in Rongai, they need to be aware that they are the contributors to the clean the environment in Rongai. So first of all, the county government, they need to partner with the said people and be able to come up with like activities every month. I'm really disappointed that the county government of Kajiado, they've not we've never seen people that the county government officials coming to like the streets to clean up, to collect like lying papers, garbage, we need to see their presence in the community. So apart from partnering with the people in Rongai, they also need to come up with policies. If the county government can be able to have like officers coming to the community to see how garbage is being disposed and advise, especially the real estate people, and connect them with the right garbage collecting companies that can be able to take the garbage to the right place, they will have saved the face of Rongai.
From dusk till dawn, the fast-growing town of Ongata Rongai has an unanswered cry from the businessmen and women, the youth, the corporate world, and the veterans whose only best answer, well-thought and researched analysis of an expert, can best summarize as follows.
Oh yeah. As I said at the beginning, how so far we have contributed on the question of environment in this area is through publications, voicing our voices through publications. Because publications is about making it public, and that is how we have been able. About 5 years or 6 or so, I started writing, and there is an article that is published on the areas of environment, and in fact that article can be read on solid waste management in major towns in Kajiado County, and this highlights and gives a critical aspect on the problem of solid waste in this county, the major towns. So the Kajiado County has not effectively addressed this problem, and that is why there is need for more interventions where such organizations, including faith-based organizations, that should be able to come on board and also seek cooperations from corporates, among other non-governmental organizations. So you can work therefore KENPRO, being also a major player and also being a community-based organization, has been trying, but not actively, but passively through publications.